Hi everybody, how you guys doing? My name is Dr. Chidi. I'm reaching you guys from Toronto, Canada. It's been a very busy day, but I welcome you to today's hangout. How was your day? How are you wherever you are? Some of you are far sleeping by now. Usually come to you much earlier, but we're coming 6 hours after because a lot of things happen in my life, and I am interested in so many things. So I give attention to a lot of those other parts of my life where things are happening. But I promised that I was gonna talk to you guys about this issue of the missing baby, give you updates, but I kind of feel I must also tell you the truth, I kind of feel a little bit, should I say, guilty, if I have to come every day and talk about it, because that's also the same thing that I know some people are doing and which I also accuse them about. Yes, I know you guys are sleeping. You don't have to watch now. You can watch after. I'm just shooting this video right now. If anybody is awake and you want to be part of it and you're able to be part of it, it'll be nice. But if you're not able to be part of it, it's still okay. You can watch it and you can send your questions and I'll be able to respond to them. All right. So I don't want to be bringing updates every day. I'll bring updates when it is necessary or when it is important to respond to narratives that people are pushing out there. But don't expect this every day, okay? And also, if you're on my channel, if today is your first time, by the way, I welcome you. But if you're on my channel, you can go back to the welcome video, and then you'll find out what my channel is all about. I don't just talk about things that happen in the house of God. I talk about politics. I talk about general news. I talk about so many things. Okay, I feature so many things on our channel. So if you bump into our channel on another day and we're not discussing what you expect, just know that this is what we've always done. Okay, it's not just because of this. Okay, we're not running away from the case. This is what we have always been doing. Now today, by the way, thank you, Soji, thank you, Tina, thank you, Ikechi, and everybody out there who is joining. Um, I want you guys to know that I had promised you yesterday that I was going to bring you updates. So that's what I'm doing today. I just finished working a couple of, like an hour ago, and I had to rush in to do this video because I promised I was going to do it. Okay. Now, today I've written down a couple of things so that I will be able to direct my thoughts. Um, the case of baby testimony, I gave you guys a promise that I was now going to become interested. I don't care what people are saying. I've become interested. Not just that I've become interested, I've started doing my own investigation and doing it with a couple of people that I trust. And even though we are following some other things, thank you, Elizabeth Sajian. Even though we're following a lot of people, but we're following them and we're watching. I don't. People have a proverb that when a chicken comes into a new environment, it stands with one leg and it watches the environment before it can put two legs to the ground. So all this time when people just keep yap saying things about me, oh Chidi, you don't know so much about this case. I agree. And so I was taking baby steps, and that's what I promised you to do. But a baby keeps growing and keeps growing, okay? So concerning this case, I accepted I was a baby and I went back and I started studying things for myself. And the good news is I've got a lot of information that I have got for myself that makes me have more confidence in where the case is at today. And I can tell you, there are a few things I want to tell you. Okay. By the way, let me just give you a spoiler. The spoiler alert ahead of everything is that um should I the update you're expecting is not really there. It is not there, no matter what people tell you. And I will never come out here to lie to you. So there are updates, but it's not the update you're expecting, because there are those that just push out things and just say things that are not real just to keep you coming back to their channel or giving you a false hope. That is one thing I would never do to you concerning this case, because it's not a joke. It's not a joke for me and my wife and for any other person. NK Sonia Pius says, are you ready to share information with us? Don't worry, I'll tell you one or two things. Now, do I know about investigations? You ask yourself, what does Chidi know about investigation? A lot about investigation. Do I have any closeness to do I have any closeness to, how do I want to say it now, to policing? Let me just say, to policing and crime and investigation. Do I have any closeness to that? Even where I am, I'm not just talking about Nigeria. I'm well connected when it comes to crime and investigation and all of those things. You know, I'm also an activist, so I'm well vested in that. I'm also an investigative journalist, so I do my investigations. So I'm well suited for that. But even where I am, I just wanted to share this a little bit. I know those of you that saw this during my campaign, you termed it whatever you wanted, but I think maybe sometimes it's good that you remind people. So that's just why I'm flashing this picture. If you can make whatever you want to make out of that picture, but that's just a very short reminder, about some things that some people should know when it comes to crime investigation and policing. That is Canada, not Nigeria, by the way. You want to see the picture again? Okay, let me show you again. I wish I could zoom into it to show you one or two things, but like they say, if you know, you know. And I'm just going to leave that at that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, concerning the baby testimony thing, we're treating it as a crime scene. The whole thing is a crime scene, okay? And what I want to tell you here, for everybody who's interested and who is patient enough to come along on this journey with me, and everybody who is closely related with me, who is pursuing this thing the way I'm pursuing it, is that you're not going to be getting the kind of updates that you're getting before on the news, on the internet. Why? Because those people were not serious. Their mission was not to find the baby. So their mission was just to wind things up and just make the whole place heat up the atmosphere, heat up the environment around the story, just heat up the airwaves, heat up the internet, the web space with this story, so that they will achieve their aim. It wasn't about looking for the baby. Because this is an investigation, this is a live, I'm telling you, it's been activated. A new investigation, brand new investigation has been activated. You can take that to the bank, and I am solidly involved in this. This is not, I'm not telling you to go. I'm not saying that anybody said that anybody said. But yesterday, when I was telling you I had an update for you, I really had an update for you, but they didn't get back to me. And by the time I was involved in a phone conversation that lasted a very long time, I came out of that phone conversation with the conclusion that we have a crime scene that is contaminated. Some of you already know that, but that's how we're treating it. We're taking it from step to step. We have a crime scene that is contaminated. You know, when a crime scene, if you understand investigations, a crime scene being contaminated is where you were not able to secure, someone was not able to secure the crime scene, and then before the investigators would arrive, they've replaced things, they've done things, they've touched things, they've cleaned up fingerprints and all those kind of things. You know, that's a contaminated crime scene. That's what we're dealing with here. And I'm going to be talking like this a lot, because this is getting a lot serious than just shouting and talking rubbish online. And I'm not, a lot of you send me videos and you want me to say, oh, comment on this. Did you hear this? Did you hear that? Suffice it to say that I'm no longer interested in that. I'm not going to be commenting on everybody's videos. I'm not going to be commenting on stories that people put out there. Why? Because a lot of those people have been compromised. Okay, so you hear people use this word too. It's been, bastardized. But I'm telling you the truth. A lot of people who are, and they are heavy interest. They are very, very heavy interest in this case. But a lot of people have been compromised, and because of that, you have to be extremely careful about what you peddle out there and what you listen to. Some other thing I want you to know is that there are narratives that are being pushed out there, and these are being pushed by people who are very, very mischievous. Now, what do? They stay somewhere, they concoct something, and then they push it out. They give it to people, and then those people they run with it, and these people are laughing because they know it's creating more confusion. It's making the story have no end. And I'm sure you've heard some people even claim that the story will never end until they want it to end. Those people, I can assure you, they are very, very, very busy. And what they do is they sell these stories, which is concocted by them, the stories that they look hopeful. They look like, oh, there's a new thing they stumbled on. Then they go and sit back and they make sure these stories get to you, and they expect you to come and just start vomiting those stories out on your channel, out on your platform. But we're not going to do that. We understand that right now. I understand that right now. They are on a mission also to discredit everything that is being done. By yesterday, I was supposed to give up some updates. Now, if I had given those updates yesterday, by today, everything I'm saying right now will be discredited. I myself will be discredited based on what is happening right now. But thank God for wisdom, and we're able to understand that, this was a setup, and we're not touching that with anything. That's why I came back and told you. That's why I'm telling you right now that whatever thing we were expecting as an update yesterday is not an update. And what is the update concerning the baby testimony right now? No update, no real update. Also, what is happening right now, I can tell you, is that everybody, and I mean everybody, who is connected to this baby testimony and his whereabouts, everybody is in suspended animation. What do I mean by suspended animation? They don't know what next is going to happen. Nobody, from the people who are shouting and making noise online to the people on ground, everybody is in suspended animation. And the next thing that they're going to see will make some people happy, but it's going to make some people go into panic attack. And when I say we, I mean every other person who was accepted to come on this journey. You'll get to know them, but not now. Somewhere along the line, when we actually think it is necessary to do this, because some of these people who have been in the force in Nigeria, but they are retired now. So we have people who have been in the force with DSS, some with the military, and some with the police. They are all interested, and there are also private investigators who are going to be helping out. And so everybody who has a role to play in this thing, especially the bad roles, they are all panicking right now. I mean, you need to panic, but people who played a good role, who were just sincere in their dealings, they're going to be happy with what is going on. Like I told you, you're not going to be getting full information because it's an investigation. We don't want people to know what's the next move, because if they know what the next move is, these people who their job is to go and contaminate the crime scene, and they will go ahead and do what they are so good at doing, just creating more and more confusion. So if I don't bring you those kind of updates, just all I want you to do is to trust and pray for me and every other person who is making this effort. That's all you got to do. Pray. That's all you have to do. Now, we're also putting all parties who are involved in this case on notice. putting you on notice that you're going to be contacted. They may be need to interview you. If you don't want to be interviewed, we'll probably subpoena you, and then you would have to accept the interview. Everybody's being investigated. Everybody, and I mean everybody. I'm not going to point names, but everybody is going to be reached. I'm talking about starting from Ruth's family. Unfortunately, I know it's going to be stressful, but all that's going to happen all over again. The community, what's the messy land, messy city, all of them, everybody, police stations, whatever, whoever that was involved, it's going to be massive, but it's going to be detailed. And I'm just telling you this right now. Like, it's about time. All this, we're trying to follow what people were doing, and every time you follow it, you come out with something very funny, very funny indeed. I'm like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? This is something that is very doable. So that's what's going to happen. People have claimed, oh, I'm the only one that is appointed, anointed. That's all bullshit. Total bullshit. And that doesn't hold any water. Okay. Also, just in case, and I said this before, just let you know, I was not part of any arrest that was being made. And I'm not going to be commenting on all of those things, as long as it has nothing to do with me, as long as I wasn't part of it. Anything I'm part of, I'll come and tell you guys. And I'm telling you part of, because yes, I'm interested. Okay. So I don't know who was arrested. I don't care, because it has nothing, as far as I'm concerned, it has nothing to do with me, or to do with whatever efforts we're making to dig deeper into what is going on. I already told you guys a lot of people who are involved. Right now, we are in the very stage, like stage 2, or you can call it stage 1, actually, where we are fact checking. We have we have checked the facts, okay? And this fact checking has led us to actually dig and understand the genesis of this whole thing. This whole thing it was not originated by baby testimony missing. No way. That I can tell you for sure. It was just a case of somebody contracted to mess up another person, and then they went and dragged in the story of baby testimony. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's just fact checking. And a lot of you already know this. A lot of you who have been following the story. And once more, thank you for all those videos that you sent. They are very helpful. So we fact checked some things, and some stories that people were putting out there, they are not real. Some stories were made up. Some people were accused wrongly. Some stories don't even exist at all. They don't exist at all. You're going to notice that I'm not calling names, and I'm not mentioning, because all of those things in the past, they've always fed people who are mischievous. They fed them with information that they go and turn around and confuse everybody. So we're going to be talking like this a lot. All right. Now, after fact checking, we're now delving or diving into fact finding. Okay. This fact finding, just come with us, be patient. Even if it's something that you already know, we're going to go back and look at the facts. There are some things that you miss when you read something initially. You go back and read it again, you begin to see some things that you didn't see before. That's why it's good to do fact finding. And in doing fact finding, we have a lot of things that we already picked out. A lot of things that are like, should I call them? Well, they're not loopholes, but they are things that may have missed somebody miss your side. Okay, so that is what is happening. Go ahead, please. Don't say that Dr. Chidi told you you shouldn't go to this person or shouldn't go to that person. No. go to whoever you want to, listen to anybody that you want to, but I will not engage in trying to confirm. No, 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 because it is now very, very clear what's been going on. It it's it's just so funny. It is so funny, even in the middle of people who swore that, okay, right now they're going to do this case, they're going to do this, do this. There's once there was money involved, give me money, I need money to do this, do this. It was just like everything just scattered like a pack of cards. I'm like really, like really. Well, why are we always like this? You say you're going to do something, and inside the thing you're still trying to scam somebody. Come on now, in the middle of all these things that are happening. Anyway, so like I told you, yes, it's going to take a lot of my name, my wife's name, my channel, everything is going to be. People are going to attempt to drag it to the mud. Bring it on, just bring it on, okay? Um, Tomorrow I'm going to have Doris Ogala on my platform, and she's very vital. Remember what I told you? This is somebody who participated actively in everything. That's why she's very vital to what I'm doing online. Okay, a lot is going on behind the scene. Like I told you, it's been activated. The investigation is activated, and there's a lawyer involved. There's a retired DSS personnel. There's a private investigator. There's also journalists who are involved, and just a network of people that I trust. You know, people that I trust. People I've done things with all over the year. So many people that just at the snap of a finger, they get up and they move. We're going to visit. See, you see that hotel, you see the church, you see the experts. I know they've gone there to do. We will bring all of them, and I'm not supposed to be talking like this, but just to let you guys know, you will see it with me. The ones that, but you see it after we've done with it and we discover what we want to discover, then we'll come and show you. Just to tell you that we're not just bluffing, okay? If we have to go see somebody or go somewhere, we'll go there, we'll finish whatever we're doing. It might take a week, couple of days, but when we have what we want from there, when it's safe enough to release the information, we'll release it to you. Because what happens is, there are people who are just lying in wait, like I said before, just to discredit what you're doing, destroy what you're doing, become a clog in the wheel of progress, of any progress you make about it. So they are waiting. Some of them are here. They come, they listen, they're in the comment section, they take whatever you say and they go to analyze. Oh, they say they are going to do this, so they run and they go and they just do all kinds of funny, very, very funny. You won't believe what people are doing about this case to protect their interest or to protect some other interest. You will not believe it. And those things make me, it makes me, like, it gives me shivers. It's very, very appalling. It looks like the more you dig into the story, not just about the missing baby, the more you dig into the circumstances surrounding the story, it just gets more and more disgusting what people are prepared to do. So we'll give details, we'll try to hold back as much as possible, and then people will just see action. We're action people. You'll just see action, and some of it you read in the papers, and just one thing to let you know. Like I told you, if you like, call it bragging. I showed this picture before. I'm going to show it one more time. And I told you this is not in Nigeria. This is in Canada here. Like I said again, if you know, you know. But what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that just as by way of notice, okay, just by way of notice, I want everybody to know that if you've played any role in this case and it is criminal, if it is discovered that it is criminal, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, you're going to be brought to justice. That I can promise you. It doesn't matter wherever you are, every part of Africa that you are, you will be gotten to. It doesn't matter any part of the world where you are, you'll be gotten to. You will face the law. You will be held accountable for whatever role you played. It doesn't matter whether you participated in the transfer of money. It doesn't matter whether you bought people. Anywhere, you're in Dubai, you're in Germany, you're in Italy, you are in South Africa, you're in Zambia, Namibia, Ghana, anywhere, US, even here in Canada, anybody that played a major role, because this is it's going to become a full-blown investigation. Okay, so gone are the days of, oh baby, this money is around the corner, we are doing, no, 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 not that. But you will see this happen. We cannot just be say with a make mouth. All right, so that's pretty much what I came to tell you guys today. That is the update that I have. Not much. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna cook up something. I'm not gonna just say something juicy. Do some hocus pocus thing. Talk in a spiritual manner. Go and gossip. Bring this one. Bring that one. Just make the whole thing juicy and complicate you more. Then you come again. No, 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 no. That's not what this is all about. Okay. So just know that it's getting more and more, like seriously, there are questions, tons and tons of questions that you need to ask, and we're asking those questions, and we're getting some answers that are very, very interesting. And people, like, I'm going to be talking like this a lot, and I apologize, but people are scared to their bones. People are scared to their bones with the new things that are happening. And for those people, the people that questioned you and you thought, oh, they already questioned you. No, no, that's not what we're talking about. Whatever they did with you, they did with you. We're talking about like a fresh new thing. Okay, so when it comes, you just say the role that you played. That's all. Just be truthful about it. Okay, you don't have anything to fear if your hands are clean. But if your hands are not clean, sorry. They say, I thought you were going to say the baby is in the backyard. Okay, in the backyard now. Sorry, in the backyard. It's in the backyard of. Can you imagine? Just come and see the baby is with everybody. By the way, is a suspect, and due respect to everybody who thinks they are not a suspect. Everybody's a suspect. Everybody's a suspect. Even Doris Ogala that is coming to my show, she's still a suspect. Prof X is a suspect. Ruth Matthew is a suspect. Ruth's brother is a suspect. Ruth's husband is a suspect. Everybody, her friend, the hotel where she stayed, what do you call it? Jeremiah Moto, the church, everybody. And you're going to see this. We are tenacious, so we are tenacious when we get into something. And all those of you who come to just begin to just talk. You know, you will talk, but when you begin to see seriousness, when you begin to see real action, with not be. We're not talking about evidence or, oh, see that record, you know, this person wrong, this person talks it, the other person talks it. No. We're done with all that. We are done with all that. This is serious right now. Very dead serious. And once more, let me just ask you that you pray. Just pray for us. Says Dr. Chidi, we're also suspect. Seems. No. On a serious note. The reason why, no, you are not suspect. But some of you that are in this comment box are actually suspect, but you don't know. If the story leads to you, you become a suspect. They are the people that we know right now. But a lot of people will be exposed. That's what happens with crime and investigation. A lot of people will be exposed. Okay, but we will not reveal. People carry money. People have money now and they have long legs and they are willing to move ahead and block this and block that and taint this and say this and record and send to this person. All of those things is just all that circus is all over. It's all over. That is it. But if you want to be a suspect, you can register. We have a suspect form, because when the action begins to happen and you're feeling left out, you can come. We'll add you in the suspect list. But that one is VIP suspect. You have to pay us money. So you need to pay money. We're not gonna add you for suspect list. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, the father, the stepfather, all of those things. I mean, no, I'm Dr. Chidi. You are talking but not saying anything. Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There are people who are here waiting for me to say, what do you mean? Oh, I'm talking. I've not been saying anything. Okay. It's okay. Just, it says, where were you 3 years ago? It seems. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay, guys. That's where we should go. Okay, you know what, Soji? Let me attend to your question, guys, before I go, because this is the kind of thing, this is the kind of method they've been using since. These people who are mischievous, they throw a one-liner, they throw a story, and then they keep recycling this story. And you hear these things said over and over again in different platforms. Remember, a lot of things are happening right now. We're investigating, but then we're also doing social media. I'm communicating with you. We are talking back and forth about the story. So let's just talk on the general note. A lot of time, Soji, you've been asking this question. The other day, you asked it, but you said the person that asked the question was not here. And then I asked you who asked the question. You said, no, you will not tell me. So you create this thing around the story. Then you now say, did you see that Chidi didn't want to answer the question? Your question has been, where were you 3 years ago? It's just like me saying that the story of Stephanie Otobo that I ran 3 years ago. Where was Prof X? Where was everybody else? Where was other bloggers? But you cannot say that. I just happened to be the one that ran the story. So Ruth Matthews' story was run by Brekete that time. And everybody followed Brekete. And we all followed him till the time he dropped it. And when Prof X picked the story, nobody accused him. No, everybody supported him. That is to show you that people actually were rooting for him. People were doing everything. So stop peddling this thing of saying that if somebody was not there, if no, and you keep saying no Nigerian, who told you no Nigerian blogger did it 3 years ago? If no Nigerian blogger did it 3 years ago, why are they coming now? These are the stories, they inject it and you continue to recycle it. Don't you see? It doesn't hold any water. I am in it when I'm in it. That's all. And if you're looking for cases, if you're actually looking for cases right now, you that is asking, well, this 2021, come, I can give you a list of cases. And I'm asking, why are you not following them right now? Why? There are Boko Haram arrests, there are kidnaps, there are people that are killed, there are girls that are raped by pastors, there are pastors who are doing evil things, there are governors who are stealing, there are ministers who are stealing. There's tons of cases happening. It just happens that some of them, you find yourself in it and you begin to just run with it. It's all of them you run to the end. Do you understand? So, Soji, I hope I finally answered your question because I answered it to you. You called me and I spoke with you about it, but you wanted to ask it in the public. Like you think I'm going to dodge it or you think it's a big point that is made. There's no big point being made here. This is 2021. This is a case that was resurrected, and now it caught my attention. It caught the attention of so many people. If at the beginning, when Prof X started talking about the question, you saw a Nigerian blogger saying, how dare you? How dare you? Oh, no, you don't have the right. That would be different. But when he came, everybody was like, oh, what do you need? Oh, yes, we must find this baby. What? And then Bisola came and did what Bisola did. We were still making reference to Prophet X. Don't you understand? That's how accommodating people can be. Don't go and twist people's goodwill. No. People showed their goodwill. People showed their support. Things only started going wrong when people discovered that there was more to it than meets the ordinary eye. And that's why we're even doing what we're doing. So you should be grateful that we're doing what we're doing. All right? Okay. Finally, Suji, I hope you can sleep, and I hope your unknown question, man or woman, can also sleep. That was it. Is there a set time for getting the results of the investigation? Waiting for 5 years to hear the news will be doubtful. Well, I wish I could tell you. I really wish I could tell you. But I'd rather tell you when there is something to tell you than tell you that we are closed. We are closed. We are closed. We are closed. How many months now you've been closed and closed and closed and nothing? No, no, no. I won't do that. I won't do that. That's very mischievous. So hello, Ero. Let me now they do my own, okay? So make we see how that goes. But I'll be very, very truthful and sincere to you. And I'm not afraid of failure. You can only try. If you fail, you get up and you try again. Stella Eliba says, hi, Dr. Chidi. I'm glad to hear you stating what you are doing towards the search for baby testimony. It will be more honorable if you stop throwing words at or referring to Prof X. No, it's not. And let me tell you why. The reason why I keep referring to Prof X is because I understand what Prof X is doing. Prof X is the master and mischief maker in this whole case. And while I'm online, I will always make reference to him. He is the clog in the wheel. He's the one that you don't get it. He injects things deliberately into the story. He says he's going to run the story till when he wants it to stop. So I'm not going to stop referring to him. And truth be told, and I give it to him, and I've said this a lot of times, he brought us into this case now. So why should we stop talking about him? And we discovered that he didn't come into the case because he was going to look for baby testimony. No, he came into the case because he was on a mission. This was a fight between two people. Don't you know? So all of this has to make him very important. Do you know? He's playing a lead role. That's why we can't stop talking about him. He's not just any. Do you hear me talk about other bloggers? I'm going to talk about him, and let him keep doing what he's doing. Organize women and see what they are saying. Let him keep doing it. Nothing will make me stop talking about Prof X until we get to the end of this matter, or he comes out and he confesses. If he confesses and stop his mischief, because it's mischief. It is mischief. He's laughing over these things. And I'm not holding him. Listen to me, Stella. I don't accuse Prof X of what somebody else says. I don't accuse him. I believe what he says. And it is what he said that's why you see me reacting to it. Nobody said Prof X said he will. Prof X himself said he will run the case. He will drive it. He will drive any narrative that he wants about the case. He will sow propaganda into the thing. That's what he said, and I believe him. So that's dangerous to the unraveling of the whereabouts of the baby. If you don't see it that way, you are entirely respected with your opinion. That is how you want to see it, but this is not how I see it. No. I don't see it that way at all. It is very deadly. It's very dangerous what Prof X says, and because he's saying it, and people are listening to him, and people are saying things. You see, they are. Don't you know what they are doing? You throw the narrative, and then you drive the narrative. That's why he says, Nobody can do it the way he does it. Nobody knows. He knows what he's doing. He says consistency. Just keep consistency. It's just the story. Just keep whining the story. Keep pushing the story. If anybody comes, you concoct something and put on them and start driving it again. If people are going this way, thinking, you just drive them like this again, and then you go back and you laugh over it. This is not a joke now. It's not a joke. So Stella, I hope with these few points of mine, I've convinced you that I won't get Prof out of my lips. No, I won't now. It's not. It's just like you want to talk about egusi soup, and you tell me we can't talk about meat, can't talk about dried fish. My wife cook soup, bring for me. I don't mold the fufu. Then I use my finger, put inside the soup. And now you're telling me that I should not be finding something like momo, roundabout, shaki, stockfish, turkey, roasted turkey. You want me to? Nah, I beg. Okay, is it Prof X was not there 3 years ago? It is because he came into the case that you in it now. If you believe he is doing a mischief, you might as well treat him as a dictator and ignore him. I don't cook egusi soup. No. I will not ignore Prof X. Prof X wants me to ignore him. And he wants me to ignore him. And even says, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. There are people you can ignore, but you will not. I will not ignore Prof X. No. He says, he came and he says, we don't need anybody in this thing. Anybody that comes into this will be embarrassed. He will be disgraced. He will be disgraced. Says, Chidi, just leave us alone. Don't put your hand into this case. No. Why would you say that? Professor is the investigation. Of course, now we can't ignore him. We cannot. He's part of the investigation now. We've already unearthed a lot of things about Prof X, a lot of laughable things. And I keep telling him, Prof X, I know you're going to watch this video. I told you, I like you. I like you as a person. You have a YouTube channel, content creator. You have mass following. So that means whatever you are selling to your subscribers and your viewers, you're good at it. Whatever you're selling to them that you're buying, you find a way to do it. But that's as far as me liking you. The criminal part of you, the criminality that you practice, what I hate. And through so many things, I have come to that conclusion. And I didn't throw you away. I didn't keep you at arm's length. I still kept you close to me. And I still talk to you like a brother. I told you, our age difference makes all my siblings older than you. And that's how I see you. And if you know me, go ask people. I'm come on now. I mentor a lot of young people. And with our age difference, I've mentored people older than you. And that's why I appeal to you. But I don't think you seem to be a very stubborn kid. You seem to be very, very stubborn. And you trust so much in your ability. It's good. It's good to have self-confidence. But when you say you are the king of this, you are the captain of the ship, nothing happens except you say so. Nobody came before you. Nobody will be after you. Man. You begin to sound like God, though. And I told you, pride comes before a fall. All of these things I told you is from an elder brother perspective. The respect I gave you, you know that when I speak to you, I speak to your heart, Professor. I told you that, I text that to you. You know the truth. And I'm telling you the truth. No two ways about this. No amount of, concocting things, bamboozling people will exonerate you. The only thing that will exonerate you is for you to tell the truth about your involvement. Ask for forgiveness. and then you can move on. If you don't do that, you will never have peace. You'll never have peace of mind. You'll not rest. You'll not rest. You only come and talk, show, just pretend that everything is okay. But you know that when you switch off that camera, you're not okay. I'm telling you this, and I could be wrong. See, all these things that I say right now, I could be wrong, but this is me, Doctor. This is the gospel according to Dr. Chidi. That's my own part. Okay, I'm going to read a few of your comments, and we'll close. You says, if you cannot leave Prof X out of the broadcast, it then looks like you have a personal beef to grind with him. It is your own opinion, my dear. I mean, that's just facts. I'm not against Prof X myself. I just want us to take this case seriously, not as a joke or something. Exactly, it's not a joke. It's not just a disaster. He is manipulating the whole situation just to make content, hence illegal money with total discredit to the life of I beg. Are you telling me what personal? What personal? But let me ask you, personal grind. Where? Which kind of personal grind? Somebody. Now it's only this thing that connect me and Prof X. So nothing. If you move a little step beyond this case, I don't hold anything against him. I don't. Nothing. We've not done anything in the past. I don't have. How can I have personal grind? Which personal one? Nothing personal. It is start and ends with this thing. That's all. No personal. How can I have a personal thing with somebody? Did I do any personal thing with him? Did we do business together? No, we don't do business together now. See the kind of business. Even a carpenter they do. His professor a carpenter. His children as a carpenter now. if they sell wood or waiting now, they say 2x4 or 3x6 or plywood or hammer or nail, and then me and I go do personal business. From ex-agent, Dr. Chidi is not your mate. Get right into your score. Thank you, Omosegi. Soji, I'm on the side of baby testimony, not taking anyone's side, but the side of fighting the child. Go ahead. Let's watch Dr. Chidi for a while and see how his findings go, since he's just jumping on the case, and hopefully we'll find the baby in time. Thank you so much, Soji. And thank you, everybody. And please don't think that I'm perfect. I'm not far from it. I'm not perfect. If you find any fault, if you find anything that you don't think is making sense to you, feel free. Just shoot. Don't pity me. Just shoot. I will read it. I will see. I'm telling you, if I see superior argument anytime I yield to it, that's me. If you don't know, go and ask people. All right, guys, on that note, and on behalf of Dr. Erica, I want to thank you for listening to us. Please help me share this video and subscribe if you've not, and I'll see you guys in our next broadcast. Bye-bye.